Join me now. We're going to feed mini spiders. We're just going to do it quietly. If you are enjoying this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. So I recorded all this footage, but my family had something going on, so I couldn't use the audio, so I'm just going to narrate this as I kind of go through. But I basically went through a good amount of my spiders and did some feeding, some cleanings, and just kind of showing you what's going on here at Cobweb Castle. This here is the first model I came up with, the spider keep, and we're just trying to feed a cricket to this old girl right here. You saw right there she was outside the hole. Sometimes they'll just kind of hang out on the web back behind the hole, and I just chased her back there so you could see how she responds to the food and actually comes out to try to get it. Now right here the cricket kind of jumped away, but she's still looking for it. So she gets scared. That's her safety back there, is to go back inside that hole back there. And then I put the cricket back in the web, and she came out and grabbed it. And she's pretty aggressive. These spiders are really, I just really have a good time watching these things. And here we go. We slide the glass back down on the front. It's plexiglass. I say glass, but it's plexiglass, so it won't break. And then we spin the habitat around, and this is the goods back here. You lift the dark panel, and she's enclosed within that dome. She can't escape, but this allows you to get this backside view of this behavior, and just this view right here. You're not able to see this in nature. That's the whole purpose of why I designed the spider keep, is so that you can get the sneak peek to the life of the southern house spider here. This is Kukulcania hibernalis. They're all throughout the United States, even down into Central South America, and they're not too much in the north. I don't think they tolerate the cold too well up in the colder states. I've lived in Virginia, and I saw very few of them up that far. I did go to Knoxville, Tennessee one time, and walking downtown there, I did see a web on the side of a building. So they're there in Knoxville. But anyway, here's another southern house spider, and this one comes out to get it also. So I'm feeding crickets here. I like to do flies. They'll eat mealworms, cockroaches, dubia roaches, really anything. I've caught moths outside and fed it to my wasps. Bees, wasps. I mean, if they can really just grab it, if all they need to do is grab a leg, they'll grab a leg, start injecting the venom, and then they'll wrap it up also with their back legs with silk, and they're really good eaters. So here's the other one. Lift this panel, and this is what this spider is doing. So right here she has the cricket's leg, and she is just waiting until the venom kind of starts working on the cricket there. This is all good stuff. I mean, I would really like to see these things get into classrooms and just have people enjoy them. I've had plenty of orders since I started selling these last year, and I have not had a single customer send one back. I always kind of, when I originally started doing the videos and just kind of showing people what this was about, I was always kind of under the impression of showing you that it will work. I'm past that now. It definitely works. I mean, I'm just to the point where I just enjoy it. I mean, but okay. So here's this. This is a little jumping spider habitat that I came up with a couple videos ago, and I was going to do a feeding and a cleaning with this thing. So if you kind of watch me here, I sped the footage up a little bit so it's not, I mean, I want to keep your attention. But you see here, I have a long little thin dowel. The jumping spider, she makes a little, like a tent or like a little hammock type thing up at the top of the glass. And that's where the spider hangs out. I'm able to chase her out. You saw that I put the spider into a sandwich bag. And then here I am just kind of cleaning the glass. So I'm cleaning that web out of the top, just some warm soapy water. Cleans fingerprints off. And I'm just trying to clean the glass really good just so you can get some good views through it. Be careful with these things. These are glass, and I have in fact dropped one into the sink and it just plain busted. So just be careful with these things. All right, so there's my spider. I'm going to put the spider back into the glass dome. Now, I do a lot of things with these sandwich bags as far as catching spiders. I mean, really any kind of insect, I can catch it in a bag like this. Oh, I said that was a spider. This is actually I think this is the fly. So what I'm doing here is I catch a fly into the bag. I'll show you exactly how I do this in an upcoming video. I've been trying to think of the best way to make a video to show exactly how I do this. But anyway, you saw how I can grab a wing while the fly is still inside the bag, and then you can take it out of the bag. I'm gonna basically just pull this other wing off so that we can watch the spider hunt the fly, but the fly necessarily can't get away. So I can do this in the bag. Another couple videos ago, I was able to show you, I think I showed you, where I put it into the freezer and can just kind of get the fly chilled. Then you can take it out and you can pull the wing off that way too. Or you can put it inside this glass and the fly will basically kind of thaw out and kind of come back to life, and the glass is already down, and then you can just watch your spider chase after a fly that way. But here is the beginning of the hunt. You see the spider start kind of focusing in on the fly. You see the legs get into the jump position. She's about to attack, or I'm not exactly sure if this is a male or female. I haven't had one of these spiders before. So, oh, and I slow motion this thing for you because you see that the spider basically did a headbutt and flipped over backwards. But did you see how fast it was able to flip back around? And right there was another kind of attack, but the spider wasn't trying to get the fly. So the fly got away, but you saw that the spider had the legs up. All right, that was it. And that was pretty gnarly. Look, grabbed it by the back, and that's big fangs going into the back of the fly there, and that's a wrap, or that's dinner. So now that the spider has the fly, I'm able to put the glass back onto the habitat base, and we'll move on to the next event here. But this habitat has been working out pretty good, and the spider's really fun. I mean, I feed it obviously and observe it and take it out, and it's just really neat. I've enjoyed it. Okay, this right here is the Grand Sling Chamber. I've had this on cobwebcastle.com for a while, but I don't have a photograph yet of this item, and I haven't really done a video about this, but this is basically just a little small habitat for a baby southern house spider. Now I built the spider keep obviously for the medium to large size southern house spiders, but like we're going to see here later, when these spiders first come out of the egg sac, they are extremely tiny. So in fact, the spider keep would not be a suitable habitat for a little baby southern house spider like this. So that's why I came up with this little grand sling chamber. Now, this tube is actually made out of glass. So if you are going to get this one or get it for a younger customer, you just want to be aware that it is glass and just got to be careful with it. But I'm gonna give it a quick cleaning right here, and show you, just kind of walk you through what's going on here. And it's kind of interesting too. Even the little tiny spiders, as they eat these little fruit flies and stuff, they will actually bring them down to this part of the habitat and just kind of get them away. They don't, it's just behavior that the spiders do. They want to keep their web clean. I think of it like a fishing net. If you have a bunch of trash in your fishing net, you're not going to be very successful trying to catch a fish. And it's kind of the same thing as far as the spiders go. So they want to keep their web clean so that it's functional for, the next meal. They don't know when the next meal is gonna come along. So, all right. So I cleaned it basically the same way that I just did with the other glass dome earlier. And this is the technique that I've been using to feed the little baby southern house spider in here. I'll get it kind of halfway hanging out of the glass tube there. And if you watch, when that spider, you got to be very careful, because I mean these are little tiny spiders. They're very easy to get crushed, but again, they're not venomous, and the spider this small, it's not harmful at all. I mentioned on a couple of videos ago, I don't hold spiders. These are I don't feel any danger to hold these at all, except for that I might accidentally harm the spider. But you notice right there, when the spider got onto the web that the spider's made, then it just kind of calms down and stays on that web. Now this is how I've been doing. I'll let the part of the habitat hang out a little bit from the glass. And I think right there I just switched to my macro lens, because just kind of get in a little closer. So I get the fruit fly from the little fruit fly tube and get the fruit fly to crawl onto the web. Well, actually I pulled it out all the way here. I think I was trying to just show a little bit better the action here where the spider gets the fruit fly. So I dropped the fruit fly onto the little habitat, and it's kind of hidden behind this little small twig. But same behavior, spider grabs it. It's trying to find a hole, or just kind of a little safe spot to start chowing down here. And I'll try to get a little, there we go, kind of zoom in a little bit to see what's going on. This spider is so tiny. I mean, it's a fruit fly, but this is some real neat stuff. And once I get done here, I'll just kind of slide it back into the glass tube. And it has a little cork. Just be careful as you get it slid back in. It's got a little cork stopper up at the top to hold everything in, hold it together. And that's the grand sling chamber. So once again, I know somebody's wondering about ventilation, or how's a little spider going to be able to live in a little tiny thing like that. Well, this is a wild southern house spider right here, and it's living in the little crack between some cinder blocks. And here's a little fatter one that was lucky enough to have 2 little meals come along, so don't feel sorry for it. And you probably remember seeing this little spider egg sac stand that we built a couple videos back. And I just was looking at it, and it looked a little dark inside. Normally when the eggs are first deposited into the sac by the female, they're kind of like a creamy color. And as they develop, it'll turn darker because the little slings inside, little baby spiders, are developing, and they turn like a darker color. So to me, it looked like it was a little bit dark inside. So I got some little tiny scissors and decided to just try to cut a little hole and take a peek and just kind of see what was going on inside. This got pretty interesting. I've in the past had egg sacs that I've successfully had spiders make, and actually got to see the spiders after they had already come out of the egg sac. So this is the first time I've ever seen this. Like, here they are coming out right now. It is just so amazing that a spider can be that tiny, and it's ready to go. I mean, that size right there, I can transfer to a sling chamber, and it will start making web. It's ready to eat and ready to molt and just do the whole thing. It's really amazing to me that something that small is programmed, ready to go. So hopefully this was a treat for you guys to get to see this. This is about all the footage I got, so I'll just go ahead and kind of close it out. I appreciate all the subscribers, and stay tuned. I have some other interesting things in the works I'm going to be doing here in the future. I got access to some beehives that I'm going to try to implement into the channel here, and I'm just get some bee footage and just continue doing some cool stuff. So stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next couple videos. Thanks for watching.